Thanks, guys. We're on what is the most difficult part of the day, essentially. I know things are going to blow up a little bit later on when we get to the Campoo. The reason is the gap is 8 minutes and 35, as you can see, and the guys, well, here they are. And it's all going to be about the final climb, not for the stage when it looks almost certain that the breakaway is going to make that. So, when it comes to the final climb, Sean, I'm just having a look at it, and to be honest, it's got a couple of phases within it, and it doesn't really get very, very rude, as it were, until we're 6 kilometres in it. The opening 6Ks are all under 4%, so 2, 3, 4s, that kind of thing. There's a little pitch of 8, but nothing serious. And then the business end is at the end, isn't it?
They'll have to go some to catch any mucks up.
You know, some of the teams really push on, and the interesting one is, you know, we have a lot of teams here who are complete. It's not like in the other stages where, you know, we might not have the full team. Somebody might want to push on. Maybe it will be Movistar, maybe it will be Astana, for example. They want to make it difficult, and if they do that, you know, quite a long ways out before you get to the most difficult part, well then, you know,
Thanks to those of you who've, so many of you who are following us along. Chris Birch is late to the party and wants to know who's in the break, and you're absolutely right, Chris. Demarquis is here for BMC. There he is in the red and black. Chirel from AG2 Le Mondial just comes to the fore wearing number 13, and unusually not deciding to turn one of those numbers upside down to get rid of the bad luck. He's wearing them straight.
With the advantages they have, and we can see he's coming down just over 8.5 minutes now. That was a little bit of a flurry in the front of the peloton to get onto the climb. I think it should settle down back in peloton, and I think the 5 out front will just keep on working away for a bit further up this mountain. Rolling through there, they're all seem to be doing that a little bit on the front, but just I think they're sizing up each other and see who is the best, who looks the best here.
It's been a while since we've spoken about them, Sean, because the margin is so huge. We expect them to make it all the way. Only 18.8. Rule of thumb is a minute per kilometre. I know that doesn't count when it comes to the mountains, but surely they're not going to get bridged 9.5 minutes. They're going to make it.
No, I was getting scared there that you were going to ask me to pick a winner, because the last number of days my picking of the winner hasn't been a good one.
And here we have the true professional. Cool, calm, confident, completely unloved.
These guys tapping it up the incline, as you can see. They look relaxed, Sean, at the moment.
Yes, they're all just, you know, looking at each other.
Maybe that's the case. He's not that far down, 3 minutes and 7, but he's going to have to do something absolutely magnificent in the next couple of days. Maybe today. 9 kilometres to go. That's where we are right now. Here we are then. We are on the climb, would you believe? And in fact, our breakaway will be on one of the tougher sections fairly shortly, in about 1,500 metres time, maybe nearer to 2K's time. And with the climbing power that we've got in the breakaway today, it's a question of rolling the dice, I guess, to... Voila! Early, because he knows that the best 3 are now on his case.
Yes, well, I think you know, we're into the stage of the race where you have to try and go for it, and you know, inside 4 kilometres to go, it's normal that somebody is going to give it a try, and if you're feeling anything at all, food-wise, you just give it a go and give it a lash, as they say in cycling. And
so, as yet we haven't actually reached it. It may well be clearing. It does billow in. It's the nature of clouds. The nature of this man, not the most sensible, but then again, we've spoken about it, so he's achieved that, sure.
Yes, well, got a little bit of time out in front, and yeah, you ask yourself sometimes, would you be better to try and hold up and save your energies for the day, or for a couple of kilometres on the final climb of the day?
Why not? 5 kilometres then to go for the breakaway, 6 minutes further down the mountain road. These guys, and notably Aru, there he is. And the most punishing incline will come in about a kilometre's time. So the cloud beckons. Exactly, and relaying time gaps almost impossible. You can see the gap back to the pack, but that's 2 kilometres to go. Now, trying to inject a bit of pace, and it's Demarchi at the back here. Now, I don't know whether this is kidology for Demarchi. He's holding something back. 3.9 to go. It really does start to kick up. 8% they're dealing with now. It rests up to 6, and Demarchi goes. It was kidology, and now he gets the drive. And alarm bells ringing out, and this is where you find out who's got what it takes. And Puccio, as suspected, is not the finest in this kind of terrain. I'm hoping that it doesn't mask us. We're still able to relay back from the motorcycles, as you can see. Not sure how the helicopter will function as we get towards the end, or how high the cloud is at the very finish. And it looks like we may well get vision all the way right now. 2.9 k's to go for the break. 5 minutes and 47. The pace is up in the pack, but not sufficient to win the day.
You're getting into that point of the race where you get into that safety position, and in case, and it looks more and more like that.
More than that, it's Dumoulin who's actually gone backwards. Aru, Quintana and Micah all together, and there is Dumoulin. What's he got? He's now going to lean on Chavez. Finally Chavez picks it up instead of Dumoulin. I guess duties exchanged at the moment. 1 kilometre to go. Alvaro! 4 minutes and 7 seconds back to the main players. They've got their own battle, and in fact it's now being writ large for you. Indeed the other favourites as well, and this is real duking out stuff you're seeing right now. As this incline eases ever so slightly towards the line in the last 500 metres. Never read too much into that. He really does start to nod when he's putting in the maximum power. It's just the way he rides. It looks a bit ungraceful, but very, very effective, as you know.
Or not look around at all, really. Just give it 100%.
At a moment such as this, because it's such a crazy day, and there goes Demarchi into the mist, out of sight, not out of mind, not ours at least. He did the job, and now he's got his just desserts. He's going to sail round as the incline finally beckons, as does the line, and he'll cross the line almost invisibly. In fact, I think we're going to ride over the line with the motorcycle in a few moments' time, but he can think about victory. Thank you very much, he says. The day that Sammy Sanchez said, "I'm not racing on," this man reached out and grabbed a stage win. Further back down the mountain, the green jersey wants to take some extra steps forward. I don't know, it's like a tombola. Dip your hand in and pick out a ticket. From the breakaway, it's anybody's guess. They have assembled though some big names here, and the notable one that is absent from this little grouping is Dumoulin. But what's the damage shot? Tom Dumoulin finds himself at least within sight. Aru responds almost immediately and starts to grind into this one. Quintana's gone off though. Quintana's looking for time. Quintana started this day 3 minutes and 7 down. Have to get times at the line, they're hard to see. Quintana crosses it right now into the clouds. Heavenly or hellish, not quite sure. There's Aru, and the clock starts to tick right now. He was about 3 minutes and 38 down. We're waiting for Tom Dumoulin to come across the line. Where is he? There is the void, and out of it somewhere is the big Dutchman. Big hugs for Chavez, but we need the camera back at the line, for goodness sake.
On est à 300-400 mètres du bus.
Oh, actually looks a bit cold. Juan Antonio has managed to get the day's only hat. There you are. Hat sellers, you missed an opportunity. Wow. What a day. What a day. Into the clouds they went. Dream time for some? No, it was hellish. 215 kilometers. And then that climb at the end.
Ah, t'as essayé comme ça? Il fait fret comme au Québec, ça n'a pas d'allure. Hey, Antoine, il a vu ton drapeau, je viens de jaser avec.
C'est ça, je descendais, puis j'ai vu Dominique ben comme fou aussi.
Antoine, as-tu le temps pour une photo de groupe? La gang est là, bon, on s'en va nous autres aussi. Allez! Viens, allez,
Lui,
drapeau.
il va geler, on va au moins le laisser à l'intérieur.
C'est qui a l'appareil photo? Ah, vive le Québec! Ouais.
Allez, merci.
Bon, bonne fin de Vuelta.
Merci.